Alright, everybody, the time has come. It is Monday, 7 p.m., and we're live. PSGL F4 as we begin season 26. I am joined in the booth this season by a good friend of mine who is a former PSGL F5 champion, and his name is Mr. IRL Neon. How are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing very well, Matt, and thanks again for that awesome intro, of course. As we are here then for the PSGL F4 drivers, as we only have 15, or actually not 16 drivers at the moment. But it's going to be very exciting since we saw the pre-season last week with Ollie Pavel getting himself disqualified in Mexico.
Yes, and I have been listening to him complain about the strict corner cutting for quite a few hours today, so hopefully he could wrangle it in tonight at a track where it's easy to go wide and collect warnings. But most importantly, a brand new season tonight, and we have a brand new sponsor on board with PSGL, teaming up as a partner. I believe it was donate £250 of prizes between the top 3 divisions this season. So a shout out to BDG, and thank you for partnering PSGL and showing interest in one of the most rapid growing leagues on the PlayStation. So, what do you think the BDG sponsorship can bring to the league in the future?
Oh, it can bring a lot of drivers who would like to win the championship and also win that prize money, of course. I think it's great to see what BDG have done. It makes the league a lot better and actually a lot more worth fighting for a championship, just not have a dominance as now and then can happen. So drivers now will practice a lot more and get a lot quicker just so they can try and go for the title and try and be up there.
I couldn't agree more. And also, with the cent of money being there, you might attract some bigger names, which attracts more people. And you know what? We have 11 divisions this season, which is by far the most in PSGL history. So the league may continue to keep growing if you get certain big names, because the people that will, like, if you get a YouTuber, you know, their fans will want to join and be a part of the league and everything. So the league has, like, no ceiling on growth with sponsorship in their pocket. So enough about that for now. We are now at the track, but before I finish that, don't forget to go follow BDG on Twitter, and all their links for their YouTube and Twitch, and I believe Trovo is the name of the other one, is on there. And yeah, so we're Austria, and it's the shortest lap time of any track on the calendar. It's, I believe, 36 laps, I want to say.
Yeah, 36 laps,
Yeah. And depending on the strategy, it is either soft to medium or soft to hards, depending on when a safety car comes out, if there is one. So personally, I like to go to soft to mediums on this track because I'm semi-decent on tire wear, so I don't usually have to pit early enough for the hards. What strategy do you think will work best tonight?
Well, as I did do comments for F6 yesterday, soft hard was the way to go, even with a late safety car, I believe, around about lap 6, lap 8, something like that. Or like after when people made their stops on the soft. So I think a few people will do the medium to soft, a soft to medium strategy, but I think the safe option, the smartish option will be the soft hard, because the medium tyres 4 to 5 laps near the end will start to die off and you'll just lose pace unless you've got DRS and you can keep up with the guys ahead.
I'm glad you mentioned the DRS, because Austria is known for being one long DRS train. How many cars do you think will be in a train tonight up toward the front?
Probably 8, maybe 9. I did see around about 10 yesterday, so it can be a massive train for the fight. It depends how close the grid is in qualifying, as Dot Balta is actually starting his qualifying run now. But we'll have to wait and see how big the trains will be in the race, if the weather is clear or it's actually got some wet weather.
That is true as well, because as everyone knows, there is no DRS in the rain, so you gotta use your pure pace to do what you gotta do on the track instead of relying on, saving battery while staying in the slipstream. And if I recall, last season F2, there were 7 or 8 cars in a train at the end, and the guy who finished 6th, Mr. Bugatti, won the race on penalties. So keeping your penalties to a minimum will be key tonight as well.
Well, yeah, it's quite easily to get that, but it's not really a corner cutting track. As top out there, there's a 43.9 in sector 2. So he's looking very confident and is ready to put that racing point on provisional pole as long as he doesn't invalidate the final corner. And he keeps it on track and he goes to the line and he does a 1 minute 2.8, so that's quicker than the F6 pole position from yesterday, which was a 1:2.9. And
Oh, wow.
that will, wow, Slimbo, 1:36.
He may have slowed up on purpose to try to beat the time on mediums. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's true actually, as Brett's done a 3-3 and Brett, so I can tell that's definitely a banker from him.
Yeah. And the 3-0 from Kryptonite are one of our admins and our director for this season. Oh, B43 with a 2.889, only 5 thousandths off Darkbolt.
As Mark goes 9th with a 1:3.9 in the McLaren. Jack Liston's coming to the line. He does a 1:10.1, so I'm guessing that was his out lap.
Probably. I'd hope so.
Yeah, because you don't want to be doing 1:10s. I think that may be a 15. However, Jet Liston in the Alpha has done a 15.7, not purple, but he is on another attempt. Let's keep an eye on how he does in Sector 2. There's a yellow flags actually, Matt, in Sector 3. Hopefully that didn't affect the Alpha Tori coming to the line.
A whole bunch of people were slowing up in that final corner. It looked like they were coming into the pit stop.
That's another thing actually with the pit entry. You've got to take that correct because 2 drivers yesterday didn't. They completely cut it. Like Hamilton actually cut across to get back on the track in Germany. So, and it was under the safety car. So remember, you guys got to have to take the pit entry correct. As here comes Jack Liston. He was a 1.3 flat. Wow, 4 thousandths off the 2s. It's like 3 thousandths actually, but
yeah, I hate when it does that sometimes. It'll give you a number and it'll be 1 less on the thing. Alright, I'm on board with Dynastics, who is our other admin for this season. I'm pretty sure he's a newcomer to the league, so welcome. Welcome to the league, sir. Unless it's somebody with a brand new name, because I've never heard of that name before. And he'll come to the line, and it looks like a 3.0 as well. Look at that. We have 4 cars in the 3.0s. Just like last week at Mexico. Qualifying is very tight.
Yeah, like 4 people with 1:13.5s, I believe it was.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
And at one point before the final run, there were 2 guys tied for pole. I believe it was Louis Malam and I forgot who ended up getting pole in the end. It was long. It's been a long week.
Yeah, that's true, of course. I think the guy who did take pole is actually not here today. I don't believe he is.
Let's see. Trying to figure out who's next. It's all outlaps and stuff here. I think Spag is next.
Let's have a look with Spag.
Nope.
Yeah, Spag is on the lap, isn't he? Oh no, he's on the RS 0.
Yeah. Dynastics into the pits.
Hopefully Mark can get back into the session. I know Wenting's actually about to begin his qualifying lap very soon actually. He's approaching the final 2 corners now.
Alright, so...
And him and I haven't done much yet.
Alright, so we'll go on board with him. He's heating the tires up real quick, and here he goes. Starts his lap. And we've been corrected in the chat. Instead of calling him B43, it's Bana. That's easier.
Yeah, that is easy to be fair.
As Wenting comes up to the hairpin, breaking at the 100-meter board. Very nicely hits the apex. Smooth exit. DRS is open as he heads down to the downhill right-hander. Very nice. And this here is my favorite part of the track. Oh, a little wide, but he keeps his foot in it. Slap's looking really good from him right now. As he approaches the final two corners. Oof. A little wide, but it's okay. 3.2. 7th. And Ali's on the lap. Surprisingly not invalidated like last week. Every qualifying lap.
That's true, of course. I wonder if he's actually managed to fix turn 1, as I know he was having issues with turn 1 and 2. As now he comes to the line and he does a 134. And I'm quite surprised. A few of these drivers, I don't think they're sandbagging. They're doing slower than some of the F6 drivers from yesterday, which is quite odd. Maybe they're not finding grips already to Austria and they're not liking the weather at the moment.
Actually, it's a... Oh, and around Ali goes. Under traction in the hairpin. It's making me think that they're running wet setups.
Yeah, there could be, to be fair. And yeah, just looking back how Ali did that, he went in second way too quickly and picked up the throttle. He should have gone from first to third instantly if he didn't want to try and spin that. And
I think
you better hope he doesn't invalidate any of his laps, because if he does, he's going to be on worn tyres compared to his other tyres, which are fresh.
That is true. That is if it's a dry race.
Yeah, that's true, of course, as well.
So is Darkbolt about to start a lap? Or is he on his in-lap? It looks like he's on an in-lap. Yep.
Slimbo's on a lap, actually, Matt. In the Rhino, you just past sector 1.
I said he's on his third lap on these tires.
It says third, it says 0 for me, so actually, I don't know.
Oh, you know why? Because I have it on best and not fitted. My bad. I misclicked. That's a lot better now. Because you don't want to be on their third lap on softs. Purple second sector. Although we've seen it before where people pop up purple and still be like a second off the pace. Ooh, and that's invalid in the final corner. And it would have been pole, too.
It would have been a free flat.
Well, he let off after the final corner when he went invalid.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Lewis, or Laggy person, should I say, is on a lap as he's just exited the hairpin. Driving the Williams this season. I'm used to seeing him in the McLaren. So it'll be interesting to see him in a different car this season. That's going to be invalid.
Definitely.
Yep. Oh, and now he's in the gravel. He's looking for his golf ball he misplaced last weekend. Brett Sturr just started a lap. I forgot Brett was in this division.
Yeah, Brett's actually kept to himself.
He's been very quiet.
I don't believe he made pre-season, actually.
No, he didn't.
Or did he?
I just noticed 10th through 12th is currently 15 thousandths right now. So there's like really close gaps all over the grid here.
15th and then 16th, where the gaps are a lot more bigger.
Purple sector for Brett as he comes toward the end of the lap. That's a valid.
Oh, unlucky there for Brett. What time will he do though?
3-1.
3-1.
Would have been 8th.
Yep.
Brand's on a lap as he's coming through Sector 2 in the downhill section.
He's only up by 300ths there, Matt. So it was that his actual lap of 3.6 at max pace. It's not like Bran at all.
That's a
He
valid.
missed that. No,
Wait,
it's not.
What?
Okay, that's
Well,
weird.
he didn't beat his time anyway, so.
I know he wants it to regular corner cutting. I don't think regular corner cutting is needed.
Yeah. And Wentink just came through turn 1 as he started his lap. Some good constant action here in qualifying. Always somebody starting a lap. Usually you have a little lull where everybody's in the pits changing tires and stuff.
Yeah, but with Austria, you can get 4 runs in, so everyone's trying to get their runs in quick as possible, as we only have 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. So this could be Wentink's last attempt, unless he makes a mistake. Then he may have another chance if he goes into the pits instantly on his lap. Let's see what his Sector 2 time is.
That's going to be a
Oh, scratch that.
And there you go.
He was up. He was almost up by 800, so yep, that's him coming into the pits for the last set of tyres.
And Slash is on a lap, who's right behind where he was.
Wentink didn't actually pit, Matt. He's actually gone for another lap. No sauce.
It's not really wise, but okay. I mean, oh, somebody's laggy. A car just randomly appeared in the final corner and it disappeared. And Slash was 4th. Oh my god, another 3-0. Oh man, these guys are all so close. Dynastics across the line goes provisional pole at 8:14.
Good lap there.
Ali invalid again as he is about to start another lap.
Wentink's almost 170 up on his time. Almost 2/10. See what his final couple of corners are. Will he attack the corners? Misses the curb. Rides the next curb though. Let's see what he does then. 1-3 flat, so another one in the flat. 1-3 flat set. Right, a couple of thousandths quicker than Krypton. Wow, good lap there for him. So that's 1, 2.
Back to
5
Ali.
people.
Ali's invalid again. Oh, Ali. I have a feeling he's going to be disqualified again today.
Yeah, possibly. That's meant to be for Sondre's job, but
Yeah.
that's not good for Ali though. If he keeps making mistakes like this, it could cost him if he's trying to fight for the title. But
Kryptonite, I think, is next to start a lap.
well, actually, I stayed out as well, so
And he's just going to invalidate again. I'll stay on board with Kryptonite. As he starts his lap.
yep, he invalidated turn 1.
Wait, Ali invalidated turn 1?
Yeah.
Oh boy, see? I knew not to go to him. Kryptonite almost a 10th up after the first sector.
Same with Slim Ball, purple in sector 1. Not that far behind Krypton.
Nice, nice.
Wentink's got it there, and wow, Slim was almost 4/10 up in sector 2.
Very nice from Kryptonite here. See, he comes to the final corner.
Ah, Slim was made a massive mistake. Ah, that's gonna, no, that's his lap done then.
2.9. 3.6 for Slimbo. And
yeah, he would have done a 3-1. He lost it completely on that final corner.
Wentink has retired. We're going Brett to start a lap again.
I think he has just enough time. He's nearest Mud Zero, so he's got plenty of ERS, probably a little bit more fuel. And Ollie's stayed out, and I think he's either spun it in the hairpin or he's going into the pits.
Sounds like he's out of fuel. Mark coming to the line around the final corner very nicely. And to the line he comes with a 3-0.
Wow. Grid's getting closer and closer every time.
And Spag goes 5th with a 2.9, so we got 11 cars within 0.2 of each other. Alright, Lyrionics is coming to the line now. And Lewis in the chat says he bottled it again. Slumbo retires. Lyrionics goes 2.8. That is good enough for 4th. And we got 4 cars with an 800s.
Brett might get into the flats or the 2s. He's 3 and a bit tense up on his time. Here comes Brett then as the AlphaTauri ahead of him, just coming around the front corner as well. Brett doesn't invalidate. What time will it be? Will it be a 1 minute 2 or will it be a 1 minute 3? 2.990. Wow. Takes P8. Very close. Good 5,000 so quicker than Jack Lacey.
Dark Bolt pole, 2.7.
Wow.
And Mark's on an in-lap, I believe? Yep.
Yep. Marcus running his pits as well.
So, yeah. Once again, Big C will be proud of his placements as all 16 cars are separated by 9/10. Not even, sorry. 8.5 tenths.
It was amazing how close Grid is. And Brennan there 16th with a 1.36 and Ollie 15th with a 1.34. So both Mercs at the back of the grid instead of being at the front of the grid.
Yes, yes, indeed. Anyway, qualifying rundown. We have Dark Bolt on pole. Dynastics in 2nd. BRT in 3rd. Bana in 4th. Lyrionics in 5th. Kryptonite in 6th. Spag in 7th. Brett in 8th. Jack Lacey in 9th. Mark running out the top 10. And if it is a dry race, then Slash, Laggy Person, Wentink, Slimbo, Ollie, and Brand will all start on fresh tires outside the top 10. But if it is a wet race, everybody will start on fresh tires. We had a crazy wet race yesterday in the league I commentated in at Canada, and I couldn't see anything as the commentator.
I will give Cody that they're making the wet weather a lot more realistic in like the visual aspects and that, and on track as well. The wet's a bit more. You need more practice to get used to it.
Yeah, and as it should be. Oh, it's a dry start at least.
Yeah, dry start indeed, actually, which I was quite surprised then. With the times from Brennan Ollie then, so they were going full out pace.
It just
Quite
maybe just not a track that they're comfortable with. Yeah, it happens.
well done.
But yes, I assume that the guys starting outside the top 10 will all start on the mediums.
Yeah, either that or they're going to risk going soft, open for safety cars and strapping the hards.
That is a good point as well. Because the hards are not really a tire you want to start the race on here. But they're good once the track gets rubbered in a bit. Oops. Knocked my water over. Stupid. 2 seconds. And let's have a formation lap, guys.
And there we go.
Soft to hard or soft mediums, apparently.
Wait, what?
That's what popped up for Dark Bolt first.
Soft me. That's what his strategy he might have picked, or that might be because his tyres being shredded in quali.
Lewis says the game wouldn't let him choose mediums. And I must say to you, the game did that to me last game 3 different times last season, and it's annoying. This was actually one of the tracks that did it to me. I had to start on softs from like 12th or something, or 13th. But Wentink and Brandon have gone to hards. Slash and Slimbo have gone to mediums. And Ollie and Laggy have gone to softs. So the 6 guys outside the top 10, 2 of each compound.
Well, the guys who've picked soft and medium made a smart call. The guys who've picked cards have made a silly and stupid decision because they're going to be nowhere near the guys on the mediums and softs, and they're going to be back of the grid and probably 4 seconds by lap 5 off everybody else on medium tyres. So, not the best strategy from Brandon and Wentink there.
Or actually, it's not a bad strategy if you think about it, though. If a safety car comes out around lap 10, lap 12, you could go mediums to the end. If a safety car comes out like lap 23, 25, you could take the softs to the end. So, depending when a safety car comes out, they have 2 different options here.
Yeah, that's true. But they also have to now take the risk in the fact of not having a safety car. If they need a safety car for that strategy to work, if they don't, they're not going to be high up on the field. I don't expect them to get in a podium today.
And it could also mean that rain is coming later in the race, and they're trying to get to the rain part. But anyway,
that's true.
5 red lights, and season 26 and F4 has begun. Everyone gets off the line cleanly. Let's see how clean turn 1 turns out to be. Very nice so far. Alright, very good, guys. Clear through turn 1. As we head up into the hairpin, Darkbolt still leads over Diagnostics. Bana in third.
Sorry to cut you off, Matt. Brandon's just sent it right in Ollie and lost a bit of his front wing. Wasn't expecting to break that early, and there you go. Brand has just gone himself into a pickle.
Oh, and now Leggy person forcing a 3 wide, big lockups. Oh my!
Just after a bit of contact there with Ollie.
And Jack Lacey is off the pace. Oh no, he spins! Whoa! Good avoidance by Ollie, but he goes into the gravel doing so. And while that's happening, Darkbolt will lead the first lap. That was a crazy first lap.
Yeah, I wasn't actually expecting so many spins and low instances.
And Matthias is... It says he's down to 11th, but he's 5th in line behind Larionics.
Oh, is that the thing glitch when it said it's on lap 3? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It'll fix itself when they either get past the hairpin or on the next lap.
Oh, Ali's leading.
Oh, now he's last again.
Yeah. I think that's a glitch until the DRS comes out.
Yeah. I don't know why it does that, to be fair.
So I don't know the actual interval, so I'm just going to stay on the wide camera and watch the front.
Well, I think the intervals are correct from Dartbolt. They should be fixed now, actually, since Brand's now gone back to 16th.
Laggy person picks up the first penalty of the race, as we used to call that the Frome Award, since Frome is known for getting a lot of penalties. Oh, yeah. Way wide by Bana there.
He's actually gone in the gravel at one point because he's got gravel on his tyres, so I think his softs are already overheated.
Well,
and no pit stop yet.
Wait, he did spin on that lap, remember?
True, he did spin last lap, but he didn't spin this lap. It looks like he just went in the gravel. Which ain't going to help cooling off his tyres. Brand's on mediums, 16th. At least he's on the better tyre now. He needs to pray for a safety car to make medium work.
Yep. Yeah, Bran all alone back there. Kind of looks like me in a normal race. Minus the wing damage on lap 1.
Yeah. That's it though, Dynastics is actually keeping up with Dartbolt. and which is going to be good for him in a way, but it's affecting him with the air and tyre wear probably, and we'll probably get how do you say his name again? Banana, I believe. Banana. Apologies.
Banana.
Said that wrong.
What?
Banana. B43. You know.
Bingo.
As he's actually catching up with the AlphaTauri as well, so he may be running 1.7 wings, maybe 2.7. As wings from a few people are actually quite odd. I know Ollie's running 1.7, so.
I know Callum was running 1.7. I ran 1.7 on the last game. Jack Lacey is lagged out.
Oh, that's unfortunate for him. He won't be able to come back as the McLaren there, massive lock up into the hairpin and almost loses position to the Haas in fourth as someone's gone off. That's Krypton. Krypton's bowled. He has spun it after the Hamilton and Albon collision. That's a bottle for Krypton.
And Bana with a penalty. But the top 5 stay in DRS range of each other. So lots of dirty air between the 5 of them. And not too shabby for one thing, starting on the hards there. He's staying in DRS range of Slimbo.
Yeah, actually, I'm surprised he's this far up. Like, on the grids I've been in, F6 with comms and F10 racing, the hards weren't the quickest and weren't the grippiest compared to the medium soft. So I think with the incidents which have happened, he's been a bit lucky, as he hasn't really got much of a break. He's getting caught by the Williams and the Alpha Tori. No, I was going to say Romeo then. There's too many Alphas. As the lead fight is still scrapping away.
Yeah, Bana was alongside Dynastics for a bit there, but Dynastics was able to defend it and hold on to the position.
Oh, so he's retired, so he rejoined and retired.
Yeah.
I pray that doesn't cause a safety car because...
It looks like he went straight on at the hairpin. Oh wait, no, that's not the hairpin. That's that downhill turn.
Yeah.
Oh no, he retired on track because his car's moving again.
Yeah, so he's retired on track then, so it's good that it didn't cause a safety car, and as we've got, which I'd like to say actually, 5 different teams, Red Bull, a Haas, McLaren, AlphaTauri and a Racing Point, scrapping for the win, instead of just maybe 2 teams fighting for it.
Oh, this is also a video game and not real life.
That is true.
Spag and Mark are trying to chase down Brett here.
Wenting's been overtaken by Krypton. Same place where Krypton lost it.
So his tires don't seem to be hurt too badly then.
Yeah.
So, top 5 still in DRS range as they've gapped 3.3 seconds back to Mr. Milan. Mark's got a run on Brett, but I don't think he has enough time to get there, and he doesn't.
Yeah, I've got to say, Brett's been on his own a little bit, and then Mark's caught up with him, like, but Brett looks like he's not even worried. He's not really using any defensive lines or anything, and just keeping to the racing line and looking after his tyres. As I've been watching him for the past couple of laps, he hasn't locked up that much. So I think he's just trying to control his race pace so he can possibly try and set the mediums on lap 15 when he...
It's always wise to look after tires early on, because once they go off, you're going to be sliding around very often, and you're going to lose a lot of time. So, and the gaps between each car in the top 5 is almost exactly the same too.
So the car train though, as we did say, there will be a car train at one point.
Slimbo with a penalty. Down in 10th there. Now imagine a late safety car and you get a 15-car train at the end. Everybody on softs.
Yeah, that could be a thing. That could be a thing, you know. Brandon and Ollie probably spin it, main hairpin. Probably a car goes into him, retires one of them. Could happen. But I've got to say the top 5 though. Dartbolt was in the best position out of him. He's not got dirty air. He's not have to worry his tyres that much. His tyres aren't getting affected. He's not really pushing that much. He has used a lot of his ERS, but I think he could push a little bit more and actually pull a gap if he wanted to. As he just feels like he's at home right now in first place.
He's doing very well, controlling the race. The Pied Piper, wherever he goes, everybody else goes. And Spags into the pits. Does he have wing damage? That's quite early for a pit stop. Unless he's going to the harbs.
Yes, he does have wing damage. And he's going on hard tyres, so that's a bit of his end plate, it looks like. So he's had his front wing changed, and he's out.
And Matthias is around the outside of Lyrionics for 4th. Very high respect between the drivers here.
It's good that it didn't end in tears. In F6, the Ferraris did the exact same. However, they went side by side after that chicane, and unfortunately, it was Brazil all over again. And one of the Ferraris retired.
And even in the game, they can't get it right. But after that quick little battle, they have actually dropped out of DRS range to the top 3. So, just goes to show how much time you lose while battling. And Lyrionics is not even going to defend it. And BRT Matthias into 4th place at the hairpin.
Benedict actually tried to get past Dynastics on the hairpin. He was actually side by side a little bit on him.
Dynastics got to run on Dark Bull, but he'll stay in line.
Ooh, bit of a twitch there on Dartbolt's rear end.
Yeah. Oh, and they have caught back up to the DRS train, so we're back to 5. 5 strong in the DRS train.
Looks like those softs on the rear end are not actually suiting some of these drivers who are in dirty air.
And Darkbolt with a penalty. Internal one.
Oh, double with a bad exit. Is it going to be 3 right now? He's already got past. What about Werner? He's going to make a move now. He's going to make a move in the hairpin. He's going for a lunge. Thinks about it. Disney gives him the space. But Dartbolt's just lost 2 positions. May lose 3 now with the Red Bull. Wow.
Around his outside.
Mistake that is, Matt.
Yeah. One mistake. It'll cost you a lot.
Ooh.
Ooh, Darkbolt defends the position. Nowhere for Matthias to go. So not a very good lap from Darkbolt, but still plenty of time to recover from it. Like we said, once the tires go, it just get rid of, and it looks like Darkbolt's pitting, yeah.
So he has to go hard.
Yeah.
There's no way those memes can go to the end. Like, that's a push at most. Like, you're probably going to get a punch if you try. And looks like he's going on the hard strategy. It does say pit window is open for hard, so looks like his hard strat is a thing. I did forget though, Matt. Is the undercut stronger around here now? Since I know it was on last game, but I don't know with this year. Like, I haven't seen really that much advantage on the undercut.
I couldn't tell you because I'm not fast enough to undercut anybody, so I wouldn't know for my racing, and this is the first time I commentated Austria in this game, so not quite sure about that currently, but we'll find out.
Find out indeed. His gap to leader from Dartbolt is 19.3 seconds, and I believe pit stop round here is 20 to 18. I'm guessing.
Sounds about
How
right.
about that?
Depending on how aggressive you could get into that entry. Oh, somebody's in. Bana?
Bana.
Yeah.
Oh, I think there's a penalty. There's laggy persons now in the pits as well. Oh, and the McLarens are double stacking. Oh, they're going to have to make this a slick pit stop from the McLarens. Hopefully not to hold up Mark.
Well, let's see. He comes into the stall. Are they ready for him? They indeed are.
Well, let's look at around about a second there, maybe in time.
Yeah. Could have been worse. So the game is a lot better with that. And Dirkbolt is side by side with Bana, and Bana will come out in front of him. So the undercut does not work?
Well, as we can see right now, it doesn't, but we'll have more evidence of that if Bana actually doesn't actually gain time on his sticks. The gap between him and leading now is 18.5, so I don't know. Good work. Dartball has gained time, but they're on hard, so
yeah.
The top three coming into the pits. Slimbo isn't on fresh mediums, right?
I don't think so.
I'll check that on Race Director, because if he is, he's took the lead. No, he isn't. He is on fresh mediums. Oh, no, actually, what?
When did
it
he
says
pit?
he's been on softs. Okay, the race director's completely wrong. It says he was on softs and mediums, but he's actually on mediums. And they're 14 laps old right now, or 13.
Oh, you know why? Because he started outside the top 10, so it's going to say he started on the softs, but he really switched it to mediums for the race start.
As Wenting now in second, and yeah, the undercut looks like it worked for Dartball, and well, definitely for Bana. He's currently our net leader.
He indeed is. And there's also only a 3-car train right now instead of a 5-car train.
Yeah. Who's got the fastest lap right now? It is actually Bana with a 1.6.2 on softs, I believe. As the Avatar Dynastics getting really close to the Dartball on that final corner there.
And he just finished his outlap with a 23.2. Laggy person, 6-1. Ooh. Dynastics got a run on Darkbolt, but not enough time or track to get there. Oh, and he's got a run. Dynastics down the inside of Darkbolt into 4th place.
I think Dynastics has actually got a chance here to actually win this race. He's on the medium compound, and they're not going to die off till around about lap 32. So, even Bana with that undercut, he is on hard. So those mediums are going to be around about 6/10 quicker. And I think Bana's probably going to be able to take him either next lap or the lap after that, as they actually are catching up with Wenting. So actually made Bana to defend from. As he sets the fast lap, 5.7.
Very nice. And I'm sure that will drop because I believe the fastest lap in F11 was a 5.3 or 5.4 or something like that.
Yeah, I believe it was.
Ooh, side by side in the hairpin. Which allow Wenting to pull away just a tad. Around the outside for Bana to hold on to the position. Still side by side. And still side by side. They've been side by side the whole second sector.
Wow. Beautiful move that.
And into third, or technically the net lead for Dynastics. Good run out of the final corner from Bana. they both have the DRS, so Dynamics will be able to defend it easier than if he didn't have it. Ooh, that's as close as you could get. And Wenting is about to be a sitting duck here. Possibly. Dynamics to the inside, and... No. Not yet.
You'll get him now.
That's a bad camera angle. Thank you. And Dynamics just cutting his way through the field here. So Slimbo will start lap 18 with a 3.3 second lead over Dynamics. And Dynamics is closing. Bana with a run on Wentink, and he should get that done before the hairpin, and he will. Bana up into third. Oh, Wentink wisely gets out of the way there as he broke a little later.
Oh, and it hasn't helped his teammate. His teammate actually wasn't expecting that, but he's going to get an extra 12 DRS from his teammate, but it's still
three
not
wide.
Enough. 3 wide. Wow, that's how close you want to get to that heart. It's almost touching the tyres. And wow, good move there from Lyrinix, I believe his name is.
Yep.
And gets 2 positions there. I think Wenting actually might probably pit around about lap 24, 25, and then go softs.
Yeah.
If he was going to go for mediums, he would have pitted by now, so.
And another penalty for him.
Oh, that's not good for him. Brand's in his own world though. 6.4 seconds off Slash and 14th.
Yeah,
Just hasn't been able to catch up.
I used to be teammates with him, and he's actually racing like me tonight. Lyrionics. Maybe an undercut? Or what the hell you call it? Switchback, should I say? Yeah. An undercut. And slashes his tire as he comes through. Into 30 goes.
Could be a fight between Dynastics and Lyrinix. Then Haas versus AlphaTauri.
And if you ask me who driver of the day right now is, I gotta go to Wenting, who's completed 19 laps but still hasn't put a lap of tire wear on his tires.
Yeah, that's true. That's the end. I don't know why this still is a glitch. I don't know what it is.
I know what it is. Codemasters don't give a crap.
Yeah, that's true.
Brett with a penalty. I believe that's his first race.
Yeah, it's not like him. He usually keeps out of the penalties unless he's involved in a crash. But wow, he's moved there from Lyrinix.
All around the outside for the net lead.
That's how you do it. Albon, take notes. Lyrinix pulled actually a couple cut move what I did to Protoss in F10, so good move there from him. And he's not that far off Slimbo, who's done 0 laps, however, though he's done 20 laps, I believe, in those mediums.
Yeah.
And he's staying out.
Yeah, I think he'll pit like lap 27.
Ooh, yellows, that's a Haas. Spaghetti's bottled.
Will
in
we
your
see
favourite section of track?
My favorite?
I think it was. You said that was one of your favourite parts of the track, near that section.
Oh yeah, the double left down the hill.
Yeah, you lost it there.
And got LR McCrew in the chat rooting on his LR boys who, well, until Dynastics stuck his nose in there for a second, they were running 1-2. Brand's just pit for another set of mediums, so he's good to go to the end.
Bennett makes the move on Slimbo. He almost had contact actually in that corner, and it's good that he made that move quite quickly because Dartbolt isn't that far off.
Six cars in the train now, as it was 5 before the pit stops. And it looks like Slimbo's into the pits as he has committed to the line already. On his 0 lap old mediums. Softs should go to the end. Now he's on 21 lap old softs. Nice. Those tires should be close to exploding. And he'll finish race on... He'll finish on 49 lap old tires, watch. Because when it does that glitch, it starts calling 2 laps for every one.
It's just awesome to see, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, Codemasters never made a broken game, and you know, good on them. Really great company.
Liverpool Studios did, but I didn't have any of this issue. Have a look. Linus it's keeping up with Lyrinix. A couple of tenths off as Ben has actually lost time now. And this is where the mediums work. However, Ben is in a bit of luck. He's still in DRS range, so he probably can come back a little bit if he starts using a bit more of his overtaking.
True. The race has been pretty unpredictable, actually, because since the pits, the whole top 5 has changed order.
Yeah, and they weren't really actually fighting earlier on, but now they are. And I was just looking on Wentink's left and right front tyre, the fronts. They don't look pretty, so I think he will be pitting soon, as they're starting to pick up a few blisters on him.
Yeah, the softs are good to go to the end, so might as well hop in now, as he's lost touch with the top 5.
Yeah, I think he's going to come out in 14th, if he's not careful.
Actually, he should come out in 14th, because that's about 18 seconds. He's not pitting? Nope.
Stays out. Too much time.
Slumbo at a 5-1. Will Dynastics try to make a move down going to this corner? It's been his favorite corner to make a move in today. And he doesn't. When they cross the line, it'll be 12 laps to go. 2/3 of the race done.
Gotta say, they've been all close to each other, but there's not been that many overtakes in this race as I thought there was, and there's only been one retirement. Oh, scratch that. Slash just crashed where Krypton went, and he's gone really deep in the gravel for some reason. As Wentink peels into the pits.
And Matthias just clips the curb on the exit of turn 1 and loses about a second and a half off a dark bolt. And they're just Wentink onto 24 lap old softs.
As in and then, they still somehow stayed with the medium runs though, and Dartbolt was closed up even more as Slimbo's got past Brett.
Yeah, don't forget he's on first softs.
Yeah, that's true.
So I believe everybody's good to go to the end now.
Yeah, they should be able to go to the end. Mediums definitely should be able to go to the end as long as they don't lock up too much and don't get a puncture. Yeah, they should be able to go. However, for Wentink and Slimbo, I'll be surprised if they make it to the end on those softs with 28 laps and 25.
Yeah, I know. They should have, like, exploded already.
Yeah.
Considering we're only on lap 26. I love this game.
As Mark's keeping up with Krypton, and I don't know if Krypton's already shredded his mediums, but Mark is keeping up with him.
Well, they're about that time where the two tires should be about even pace. Although Kryptonite has pulled up back to 7th after his early mistake, so not a bad drive back to the front.
Yeah, that is true. Probably that mistake has kept always he gets a penalty there, so that mistake, what he did, is probably still in his head, so he's probably a bit furious with it as he's trying to catch up on his teammate who's in 6th, 2.3 seconds up the road.
I was actually going to say, I know Laggy Person's name's popped up quite a few times for penalties. I was going to say Kryptonite could still gain positions on penalties, and then he just got that one.
Got to say that the biggest surprise of our day today, Matt, is Ollie hasn't been disqualified yet.
Actually, I don't think I remember seeing his name pop up for any penalties. So 9 laps to go here in Austria, and the top 4 are still in the train. Choo-choo.
Well, we might see an overtake expected him further behind for the battle for 7th. Slimble is actually getting quicker and quicker on those softs, and probably going to be making an overtake on Mark and Krypton.
Well, here comes the overtake on Mark. Well, I think he's not gaining as much. Wow. Oh, there you go.
That's 2. That was 2 defensive moves.
Yes, it was. But no harm, I guess, as no one crashed. Still not ideal, but they carry on nonetheless. As our good old buddy Sandre says, like, sort of guy, he says nonetheless like 30 times a stream. But nonetheless.
That's a long game too.
Slimbo is on the back of Kryptonite. Oh, and we got a battle at the front as Darkbolt has gone by into P3.
Well, he's not going to get first or second now. Those two have just pulled away. Already now 1.5, and that's not what it is. Boehner's coming back. Goes for the lunge in the hairpin. Locks up. Double tries to switch back. Can't get the traction down yet. Neither could Boehner. And they're going to go side by side yet again. And if he wants to make the move around the outside, well, he needs to go deep into the corner. Ooh, bit of contact. More contact. Again, that's 3 times touching that front, and Boehner's not getting good with that traction there, Matt.
Those cars are getting pretty old, and there's a switchback, but nothing after it. And they lost 2 seconds almost to the top 2. I mean, they weren't going to win anyway because they had a lot of penalties between the two of them, but... And another one. And Brett would another.
How we say it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's like we knew.
I love how we say it, though. Like, there's no battles at the front, we won't move over them. Slimbo, and then instantly, as soon as we switch, Dartbot decides to pick up the pace and actually make a move in there.
Well, you kind of figured, it's go time now. I believe that's Spag's first penalty of the race.
I think that penalty should be removed. He's had a bit big of a penalty for spinning, That's a bit unfortunate.
been a pretty interesting race so far. I am not sure if Larianix has penalties. I do not recall his name popping up.
I don't believe he has either.
I'm not going to check it because I don't want to come off the action, but with 6 laps to go, Larianix is our leader. And Slimble's on the back of Laggy Person now as well. And he gets a penalty. And here comes a move for the lead. Dynastics on the inside of the hairpin. And into the lead Dynastics goes. I don't recall his name popping up either.
No, I haven't seen Dynastics or Lenrix, his name being popped up. However, I've seen Dartbolt a couple of times.
Yeah, I've seen Bana at least once. Matthias is trying to claw back into the train there. Slash.
That's a 1-5 flat. Wow.
Yeah. 31 lap old sauce. Impressive. Wentink with another penalty. That's about 4 for him. So 5 laps to go.
Oh, Berners making a move with Dartbolt round the outside into the hairpin. More contact between these two, honestly. Oh, Dartbolt shoves him off a little bit. Luckily, he didn't pop up for a pen. That would have been a bit unfair as Berners thinking on the outside. Switches, go to the inside. Good racing from Berners. Makes the move. Dartbolt tries to come back at him. Nothing he can do right now.
What? How the hell is that a penalty?
Did he even cut?
No. He arced the car to go into the corner and he got a penalty for putting 2 tires on the curb. Wentink, literally, dude, you just got a penalty. How did you cut 3 more corners in the same lap?
It's like Prague on Sunday yesterday. He got a penalty from 2 warnings. Basically, his analog stick, because he raced some pad, he had the analog stick thing where it just yanks him right on its own, and he hasn't even touched it, which is a few issue for a couple of pad drivers.
Yeah.
And he got 2 warnings from it and then an instant pen, even though he didn't have one. Oh, his laggy's out. Oh, God, that's in the middle of the track, and he's lost his left front.
And a safety car.
You called it, Matt.
How many will pit for the sauce?
Everyone. Oh.
Actually, this is the case. If the leader stays out, everybody pits. If the leader pits, everybody stays out. That's why it's the hardest part to be the leader at the end of the race. And also, the safety car will automatically come in at the start of lap 35 because they have to do it 2 laps.
34. It's 34, not 35. Because it will have to be the end of lap 34 it comes in.
Yeah, I said.
Then lap 5.
Start
I think I meant left lap 35. Alright, great.
Dana stays out. Interesting. He's going to be a sitting duck.
Yeah, especially on those hards.
Alright, Slimbo's going to come off those 42 lap old softs and might put on his 0 lap softs.
Mark stays out on same with Krypton. Also, they have to stick with the deltas as well, with people staying out, so they're not really going to gain an advantage. And Krypton moves into 4th. And Mark is in 7th. Oh, it's actually Spaghetti's actually got a right front punch on the hards.
Oh, wow.
And he's only done 24 laps on them.
He might have had contact.
And he's also 75-second stop and go, I look like there.
Which...
Oh, he was waiting on his teammate. Oh, no, that was a glitch.
Safety car in this lap. So not everybody's going to be able to catch up, and Slash just came into the pits. And the safety car is in Sector 3.
Lewis man actually says the rear just dropped and that's why he retired, which is unfortunate for you, Lewis.
It looked like he crashed. I thought he like crashed coming out of the final corner or something, like off the curb and hit the pit wall or something. I didn't see exactly where his car was. Guys are like slowing way down. Just go. The people haven't even caught up yet.
Bolt it. Safety car's in.
It really don't matter.
I know what he's doing. Oh no, he's not doing what I thought he was doing. I thought he was going to wait to the line, but he's gone. And that's probably
hurts.
Well, you never know. Anything can happen. Maybe a little VSC.
Dark Bolt on the outside of Kryptonite for 4th. 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags, even though we're going green. Oh, Dynastics, Baena, Larianix, all together there. Larianix needs to get around him quick. Dives it to the inside for 2nd. We're going to have a one-lap shootout between the top 2, Dynastics and Larianix.
Krypton is finding it the hard way that the mediums aren't quicker than the softs.
I think he did it just for track position, being 2 laps. But he might end up finishing back where he was. Anyway.
Doing this.
Whoa, Baena with a big inside. Corner cut.
No, Brett's going on the final corner, lunges it, and gets the position. Krypton will not be happy with that. He was alongside, however, so it was kind of fair, to be honest.
I mean, that is typical Brett racing, and then he'll complain that the other guy gave him no room. Because, you know, that's Brett.
There's one thing, actually didn't pit on his soft tyres, Matt. Why didn't he pit?
Track position, he was outside the top 10. So you got to take the gamble to try to get in the points.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but Ollie's in the points. Something's wrong here.
Yeah, and I don't think his name popped up for penalties either. But here we go. Through Sector 2, about to start Sector 3 for the final time. Dynastics leads by 0.6 over Larianix. Larianix is purple through Sector 2, so you might get the bonus point here. As it's currently Slash that has the fastest lap. Around the final corner, Dynastics will take the checkers. And Larianix is 2nd. Dark Bolt 3rd, Baena. Oh, Matthias onto the podium. Gets 3rd, no penalties. Interesting.
Ollie actually moves up to 7th.
Yeah, he didn't have any. He gets disqualified last week and gets no penalties tonight after complaining about track limits all day. And Brandon gets 12th.
And all the bad luck what Spaghetti had with the puncher, the spin, takes 10th. So he will be happy with that to score points. And Baena will be disappointed. He got 3rd on track and then just drops all the way to 11th.
Hey, he picked up that final penalty in the last lap, too.
So how many penalties did he have?
I'm going to say 6. His name popped up. Yep.
Well then.
Oh, we have Dynastics as your winner in 41 minutes and 11 seconds. One of 2 cars without penalties, him and Bran. Larianix will finish 2nd, Matthias in 3rd, Kryptonite in 4th. That's probably why he stayed out. Well done by Kryptonite after spinning early on to come back and one stop it to the end for 4th. Dark Bull in 5th. Slimbo in 6th, Ollie in 7th, Brett in 8th, Mark in 9th, Spag rounds out your top 10. Baena had 18 seconds of penalties. Yes. The Brand will be 12th, Wentink with 23 seconds of penalties in 13th, and Slash rounds out your finishers in 14th, Laggy and Jack with the DNFs.
Well, Laggy actually qualified within the 90% rule, apparently, so...
Well, it don't matter, he didn't finish in the top 10.
No, that's true.
So, would you be able to suggest the top three.
Yeah, I'll do that for you. We'll need to.
Actually, whoa, Larry Onyx got fastest lap by 500ths over the winner.
And
And we got to remember next week that you be the party host, so we don't have to blue screen for the podium interviews.
yeah, that's fine. Suggest NWS. And third was BRT.
Matthews. And I don't remember what his number was. He already left the lobby.
Don't worry, I got it here. It's Matthews or 2. And there you go. I have suggested them for you.
All right. Yes, I could see that. I'm over here trying to accept them, and it's like, oh, there have been people suggested for you. All right, they have been invited.
Well then, while we wait, so Nesix has joined.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Make sure your voice is not allowed to be shared, good sir.
It's on.
All right. Well, while we wait for the other two, Jared, you could start the interview with our winner.
Well then, wow. Ignis then, congratulations on your win, of course.
Thank you.
Was that the plan of the race, to try and go for the win, or were you just looking for a podium as at one point you weren't at the fight for the win?
Well, I didn't really know the other space, so just took the race as it come. I had started P2, so that was good. Then I knew I had to fight for the win, but Lyonix was really, really fast out there, so I was quite happy I managed to keep up with him. But overall, a pretty good race, decent, and got no penalties, so yeah.
Yeah, I did notice that actually. You didn't actually have any penalties at all, and a lot of everybody else actually did have penalties. Actually, we've been having 18, I believe. Was the track easy actually to pick up pens or any warnings, or did you feel like since you got no pens, it was quite strange for everybody else to pick up the pens quite quickly than everybody else?
Well, that's quite funny because in my practice session I done before that, I got at least 18 seconds every time. So that I managed to keep it clean, I'm surprised.
Well, congratulations on your win, of course. I haven't got any other questions to ask you, unless you've got any questions, Matt. So ask the race winner.
Well, congratulations on your win, of course.
Thank you.
What I wanted to ask is that you are co-admin with Sir Kryptonite there. Does it make you feel good to be the only or one of two cars without penalties to win this race, to show the rest of the grid as admin a good example of how it is to race in this division?
Yeah, I think if you have to win, then you have to stay clean on the track. So I think I made an example of that, even though I finished P1 on track. But yeah, you have to stay clean to at least yeah, fight for the good position or win every race. So yeah,
Yeah, it's always good staying clean because even if you don't get the win, you feel good knowing that you didn't break any rules during the race. Um,
yeah.
Next week is round 2. Obviously, we are heading to Hungary. How is Hungary, or how good of a track is Hungary for you personally?
Well, depends. I haven't tried it on this new game, but in 2019 I got a decent pace. Not that good of qualifying pace, but a decent race pace. So I hope I could get it good at qualifying and then yeah, like today and keep it clean and then top 3 at least.
Sounds like a plan. Well, congratulations again, and hopefully we'll see you up here on the podium again next week.
I hope.
All right. Congratulations to Lyrianix and Matthias as well, as they didn't make it into the podium interviews, but very well done by both of them to finish on the podium, and also a hell of a job by Kryptonite to finish 4th after his early spin. Way to charge back through the field and get the result you were looking for. But as for Sir Neon and myself, that will be it for PSGL F4 for this week. Don't forget to switch over to F1 and F3 as they are currently just about ending qualifying, so you won't get to miss any of that race. Go check those guys out. We will be back next week at 7 p.m. live from Hungary. Everyone take care and stay safe, and see you next week.